What do you wear in massage?
So I go to this third time, and he's like, yo, could you take those off? The sweatpants. So I was in my boxers. And I'm like...
You take those off when he said out loud.
Yeah.
And you complied?
Yeah, I did.
That's crazy. Part of your back needed the pants off.
Welcome back to another episode of the Mike Murphy Show. I'm your host, comedian Mike Murphy. I'm here with my man, 100 Grand.
John Grimes.
We're back. Best podcast you ain't know you needed to listen to and or watch. We're doing numbers on Spotify. We're doing better on YouTube. Last episode is doing a little bit better, but we still got to get the numbers up, man. So we need y'all help, man. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, share it with somebody. I don't care if you got to play the video with the volume down while you sleep. Just let it run. Let that joint loop. Wake up, have about 8 plays under our belt. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate that.
You got on Tim's.
Yeah.
Doesn't that feel kind of, what's it called, nostalgic or something like that?
Yeah, this
to
is...
have on a pair of shoes that is so synonymous with
my social media?
Your likeness.
Yeah, for sure. You know,
are those the butters?
Yeah,
they call it butters?
Yeah. Have you ever wore a pair of Timberlands in your life?
Yeah, I used to have the cream and maroon ones.
See, that's some.
Boy, I was clean as shit.
No,
boy.
You wasn't. That's what I'm talking
maroon
about.
And cream joints.
This is what these.
They real, right?
Yeah, but it don't listen. I gave this tutorial, right? Here's the thing. All those second tier markets, Kansas City, Orlando, Indianapolis, St. Louis, like all them kind of cities, they be like, oh, I got the new Timbs. And they be like blue suede, like with a white sole or some all white shits. Like they be like matching with the whole fit.
And they was killing.
Not really.
You think the butters is the only thing that can kill?
No. And there's a few variations. So for the listeners, I don't got the pictures. I might post them when I do the edit. The butters are the number one classic, the staple, right?
The tall ones.
They ain't tall. These are 6 inches. They got. Yeah, that's crazy. They have the one they call the 40 belows. They're like up. That's what Bishop wore.
Yeah.
Bishop wore and Juice. They got a couple colors, but normally like the dark brown ones are the ones everybody get. They got the 40 belows. Those is cool, but they're hard to get and they're more expensive. These are the ones that everyone wears. Everyone keep a fresh pair of these. The other variant like this is all black suede. Those is fire. You get the black. Some people get the black leather ones. I don't really like them. I like the black suede ones, but they're cool too.
That's black Air Force energy.
It is.
Okay.
Then you have like the fill boots, which they call them the Beef and Brocs. They're brown and green, and they're a different style. And there's like different colors of that. They got like a butter color too. I don't know what people call them, but they have different names. I'm not really down with. I like the Beef and Brocs, and I like the regular color. Like
Tim, they wasn't that serious though.
Where we're from, they are. Not where you're from. That's why y'all could wear any color and be like, oh yeah, he killing it. But we'll see it and be like, man, look at this nigga, nigga shit.
Them fucking Tim. You know what though? It clearly is a cultural thing because to take a topic like that and have the rest of the world or country go, no, for sure, speak on that. Like, it's so random, right? It's like you would never have thought that that's something that would unite the Negro shoe community and be like, nah, it's facts, son. Like,
Page took off because of it. I was like,
it's very interesting to think about what the simplicity. And prior to the time we did it, did you think niggas need to talk about this with me?
Bro, I don't know if I told it on the podcast, but the whole video came about because I seen some dude wearing the bullshit ones, right? Because they got the ones that look like this, but they only got one sole. That's out of bounds. And then they got ones that have 2 soles. Oh no, sorry, they got ones that got 1 sole and no leather up top. Nasty.
That's
sex offender joints, right? Then they got the ones that got the leather up top, but they still got 1 sole. Lower tier sex offender joints. So people, put them on and be like, nah, I'm good. But like, nah, no, you're not. There's a big difference. And I guess, I'm not from New York, but that video is what made people think I was, because in New York, that's like a holy grail. I guess way back in the day, like the single sole ones was okay at some point. Then it got to a point where it's like, nah, just like Air Forces. Back when I was growing up, the mids was official. Like no one was even buying the lows. It was the mids. Fair. Now, if you get them on the even the mid Jordans, the mid Jordan ones caught strays.
Oh, mid is done
because of the That's why you can't wear mid Jordan ones without getting clowned, because no one wears mid Air Force ones, and they're like on the same frame. It's like the same platform. You know what I mean?
Gotta be low.
Yeah, so you got to be or the highs.
High, yeah.
But in the middle, gay. You know what I'm saying? So, but at one point they were official. Just
Mid is like Burlington Kofax. Like, where you go get them fucking joints from? Who the
and
fuck
they used to
still
be
sell
hard.
them?
You know what we used to do? How I used to lace my mids? I would skip every other eyelid, and it would be like a lot of string hanging. I would run one of the strings through the loop, and then tie it. So it would have like the strap would have like a little bow, but it wouldn't be going all the way across the top, but it wouldn't just be dangling down on some sleepy wino drunk shit. It'd be like the string is going through the clasp. You know what I mean? So the string is holding it like right in the center. That's what we used to do.
So serial killers, they always have a signs.
What you mean?
That's a crazy choice.
Of how it worked?
Yeah,
That's how a lot of people was winning.
beginning serial killer activity.
Nah.
That's,
Fuck all that. Tell them what just happened to us in the fucking store.
yo, golly, dog.
Because you're going to tell it way better than me, so I'm not even going to tell the story.
So we go into a Bristol Farms store, which is
Explain
like
that.
Bristol Farms is like it's like the Butter Tim's of
It's better than
grocery
Whole
stores.
Foods.
Yeah, it's like the Butter Tim's of grocery stores. Like they make shit nice and fresh and whole. It's in Hollywood, so you know how it is. They love their stores out here. Everything got to be top tier. Now, there's a guard out front, and he stayed out front when we walked in. Me and Mike go to the beer section to pick out a 6-pack of beer. And as we were talking to ourselves about the beer we want, the security guard from outside damn near bumps into the microphone, bumps into Mike from behind. Paul's like, oh,
Pause.
sorry, excuse me. Like bumps into Mike and
He was
walks
like this
around him.
close from like smashing into the back of like my right side. Like,
It looked like, if you was watching from the outside, it looked like a dude that was running behind somebody and stopped because you didn't know that person had stopped. So he just like, oh shit, and like was like, excuse me, and then just walked around us.
he was coming down an aisle though. So like, let me paint the picture. There's aisles like this, and we're in the end of the aisle, like looking at the cooler. So he's
We're at the
coming,
end cap, yeah.
like where he's coming from behind us down the aisle, and the aisle's not really long. It's probably 10 feet maybe, short aisles. So it's not like we heard him coming a long way. I'm like, yo, you want to get Coronas or Blue Moon? And he just came out like, dude, like damn near knocked the wine bottles over and shit, and then looked at me. I was like, and I wasn't gonna say nothing, but then I looked at him, and his face was just, and I was like, yo, you think we fucking stealing or some shit? Like I wanted to do the menace to society, like you ain't gotta fucking follow us around. I wanted to act that out because that's how the nigga was looking at me.
It was so obvious that he had tried to snoop on us, but I guess didn't realize that the aisle was short. Like, he's like, I'm gonna catch up to him real fast.
Or maybe
Oh,
didn't
shit.
know we stopped right there.
Yeah, like he literally. I know somebody stumbled into a stationary people. Like he stumbled into us. Like, oh shit, y'all right here? I was about to walk over to the malt liquor section. Like y'all niggas over here in the good beer section. Like he just walked away. Like and just looked down at the ground and walked away from us.
He didn't even answer my question. I was like, you thought we were stealing? And he just kept walking. He just walked like it never happened.
So now I'm yell laughing. Like I can't believe how bad you were at following somebody, sir, that you got in front of us. Like how you gonna follow us from the front? This nigga was like, so he was embarrassed that he was in front of us. Now it was like, well, I can't really watch you from up here, and just turned the corner and walked away. We was like, nigga, like you gotta be better at stalking if you gonna stalk, man.
And the worst part about that is that's right. Is this the one by my house? I'm always in there. I see that dude all the time. So it's you.
That's crazy.
It's the complexion.
You brought it. No, he probably thought you was white this whole time until now. He's like, oh.
He seen the boots and was like,
We got him.
Yeah. I didn't know. I was
the butters. He's got the butters.
Oh my
Hard
God.
R. He's got the butters. That's great. I had never been stalked like that for sure. I go to much nicer stores in life generally, and they don't do that shit. This nigga's protecting $10 beers. That's what he was just doing.
That shit was crazy, bro.
Unarmed. We'll beat your ass. That's
Like, where the
crazy.
fuck you up?
I'll beat your ass with this Blue Moon. How you was just acting right now, dog. He was so embarrassed. He just.
Like, but you know what? Now you made me think about something when you said that. So you know, there's a lot of crazy homeless people out here. One time he was in front of the store on his phone, like playing like Candy Crush or some shit, and one of them psychopaths was screaming at him because he told dude to leave the store, like, "Or you can't come in." Dude was like, "Oh, you're discriminating." I'm gonna keep it a buck. The bum had a good argument. Like, he did seem like he was discriminating. It wasn't like the dude went in and did some shit. Maybe he was banned from like prior activity, but from what I seen, the bum had a valid point. Like, bro, you're discriminating. How you gonna tell me I can't come in the store? Like, I want to get something. And he was like, nah, you can't. So he started going crazy. And he's like, I should fuck you up. And I turned, I thought it was the security guard saying it to him. Then I looked, and dude was just still on his phone. And I was like, oh, he's definitely don't want the smoke. And the bum was talking crazy to him, getting closer and closer. And he started backing up, and I was like, yo, just chill, bro. What you need? I'll go get it. He's like, oh, fuck him. Started going crazy. I was like, yeah, I'm out. And I went to Chase and put some money in the house and just walked away and shit. So he got sunned by the lunatic. They're going to try to just be doing a stakeout on us. Like,
Yo, he look like he got a beat upable face. That's all I thought about. Like,
yo, bro, you're a victim.
Yo, I was like, yo, man, what would you have done? That's the kind of shit make you look at somebody and go, what would you have done, doofus, if we just started grabbing shit and walking out the front door? Who ass you gonna beat?
What was the dude's name on Scary Movie? And he was like, smell
Special
my
Officer
finger.
Doofy?
Smell my finger. He's like, what says like my ass?
Special Officer Doofy, sir, reporting action. Like, that shit was hilarious. He was so dumb. I know somebody that dumb at his job, bro.
And you was making it. I was trying to chill.
Nah.
But you laughed so loud that it made like my intrusive thoughts. One, I was like,
he was bad.
Oh, yo, you think we fucking stealing, dog?
Oh, you gonna stalk me, bro. Don't stalk me like that. Where you like, nigga, you might as well say something now.
Sneak around the chips or something like this. Like, bro, what you
said,
doing?
oh, shit, y'all here. Okay.
That's exactly what it was. It was
The
like,
Four Locos over there. I thought y'all was headed to the Four Locos. What's wrong with this nigga, man?
the St. Ives is one cooler
Hey,
over.
nigga got good taste. I'm sorry. I prejudged you.
It's like if you be driving and you're like texting, and then you see the light turn green and you gas it, but the car in front of you don't go.
Don't move
so
yet.
So you're like, oh
That's
shit.
how he fell into us.
That's exactly what it
Bro,
was.
if it was a TV movie scene, that nigga just fell into the frame. He just like, oh shit, y'all filming right now? Like, it was like a civilian popping into a movie set.
And
like,
he stuck. Like, it wasn't like he just walked out like, oh. He stuck. Like, that's what caught my attention because he almost like trucked me like a football player. I was like, man, what the fuck?
Like, somebody said, hurry up, go get those niggas. He was like, oh, they right here. Oh shit. He rushed
that
to go.
shit was crazy.
Nah, man, you gotta be better at your job, dog. You gotta realize who's stealing. Niggas in butter Timbs ain't stealing.
Yeah, and you know what, bro? That I wrote a joke and I never really developed it. I might go back to it. I might not. I don't know if it was good or
It's
not.
always appropriate.
But I was the premise of the joke was like, I hate when I see people doing a job that I know they're not qualified to do. Like, you go see like them fat security guards with shoes is leaning, they're like, well, you can't be a security guard. Like, who's hiring them? You know what I'm saying?
Bro, the banks always have the smallest black women guarding it.
Yeah, it's like, bro,
I mean, who can get this job? What you armed with? Attitude? What the fuck are you?
And I thought about that because I was going to a bank back home, my business account, and I was going in to deposit a check, and the dude was just sitting in a chair like, oh, dude, I'm thinking like, I can knock your fucking head off right now. Like, I could probably you with a punch. How are you a security guard? And then I start going into like the stereotypes. So like, if I took my daughter for driving lessons and it was like an Asian woman coming out. First of all, you're Asian and you're a woman. Nah, you're not driving my daughter. You know what I'm saying? Or if I go to the pool and it's a black woman as a lifeguard, and then I lean into like how like, are you saying what like black people scared of water or like, women can't swim? Nah, none of that. They're not gonna get their hair wet. Like, I changed it to that stereotype instead of the black people can't swim. I never really worked on a joke, but it just made me think of like people doing jobs that you look at them, but like, I know you can't properly do that job.
So with a joke like that, I would go past that.
What's the next level?
That's two right in front.
Even to skip past the black people can't swim.
Absolutely, you got to go even further than that. Like,
what's your take? I might use a tag.
Like, they don't live at that pool they swim in. Like, that's why y'all can't swim. That you guys don't live in this actual building. How you don't live here? We know who all lives here. Where's your key card? Okay, you got me there. Like, the idea is that we are starting to pick up on as society what the underlying things are, right?
Yeah.
So you go one step past it, so everybody goes, "Oh shit, forgot about that."
But she was the lifeguard though. Like, how I wouldn't want to be at a pool where the lifeguard was a black woman.
So you don't want a black lifeguard.
A black woman lifeguard. And the joke isn't black people can't swim or a woman's not strong enough to save a man. Like, the double stereotype.
Right.
It's like, no,
Okay.
it's not that. It's because
Okay,
black women not getting their hair wet, so she's not even going in to save you.
I was talking about the black swimmer. Okay, you talking about the black lifeguard.
Black lifeguard.
So
it's like the women ain't strong enough to save a man,
Right.
and black people can't swim.
Right.
None of that. Black woman ain't getting her hair wet, so she's not even. She sees you. She's climbing down. She's trying to get into the pool gently, so she's not just jumping right in. I just got my hair done. This is $300.
So the next tier is that. Well, next thing I would think is DI hire. She actually can't even swim. They just hired her because we need a black lifeguard, and it's like, well, Keisha, are you free next?
Yeah,
so she
that's the
actually
next.
So they said, can you help her? I can't swim. They just hired me, told me to do the job.
I'm a quota.
That's exactly. Like, I don't actually swim, y'all. It's like, what the fuck are you doing that? Well, Trump said. So, like, that's one. Or you go to, like, you can have a lot of fun. But the goal is that with jokes in general, right? I feel like the first laugh is there. That's the first laugh.
Yeah.
Whichever one you choose, right?
Yeah.
Because it's the first thing you thought of. That's funny.
Yeah.
But when it comes to like keeping a joke really unique to you, if when you make your brain work for the next laugh, right?
Yeah, that's what like Bill Burr said that, right?
Yeah, like you really want to get past like those first two. Because if you think about it like this, all comics thought of those first two.
Yeah.
That's
and
the real
some
thing.
audience members,
Right.
That's why you try to skip past the first two stereotypes.
If you came to it, a hip audience member will go, I know what he's about to say. Yeah. And that's the fun part about comedy for me is misdirection.
That's my favorite.
I love misdirection.
That's my favorite.
So I know y'all want me to say next. Y'all know what I've been setting up for to say next. And then I just come completely left field. It's like, that's what makes you, because even if we was friends, I'd be like, why the fuck would you say that? Like, that's what's fun to me is going, I know where I'm going with this joke with y'all right now. I know what it seems like I should say next. And it's like, no.
That's where the big laugh comes in.
Exactly. It's like, it's so surprising that it's like, oh shit, he got us there. And so I think that no matter what the premise is, the joke ain't done. The joke is, how do you make it more fun? Or make it sound more like Mike?
Yeah.
I always say that. Don't write new jokes. Make the jokes you got sound more like you.
You know what I found out? Me and you been having these conversations about just making the material better and growing and all that. The problem that I found out, and Tone told me this, not my problem, but what he said was, there'll be times, a bunch of times I've say something to Tone and he busts out laughing, and I'm thinking like, nigga, that shit wasn't even funny.
We've referenced that several times. You've told us like 3 funny stories that we haven't heard you say on stage yet. And I think the biggest difference right now between even just me and you or me, like I literally pull from the truth and make it a joke. You are not leaning into your truths that could be hilarious.
I get it. So it took
that Uber story was fucking funny. Me and Tony still laugh about the Uber story. We like, why is he not telling that to everybody else? Did you hear about the guy the Uber driver that killed somebody? It's like, sit down. You're like, why do you know a scary story about? But your story was about like you were in the same situation, but then you asked about it. Like, y'all heard about the such and such? Oh, you were at Brentwood, and you asked about
O.J. Simpson.
So and then you locked the door, except the girl got in the car. And she's like,
oh yeah. When I said, yo, y'all know O.J. Simpson was
a black man killed a white lady, and then you said, come on in, sit down, white girl. And she's like, oh God, wait, what? Like the idea of painting that picture of like you educating the white girl about, you know, black guy killed a white girl right there. Welcome to my Uber, my black ass Uber. Sit down, white girl. That picture painting is like where people will go, yo, it don't matter who you are, that's just funny.
And I didn't see that until y'all said it.
Listening to you tell a story, be like, you don't see the visual there of somebody losing their shit. She texted everybody she loved right then and there. As soon as you lock the fucking door. I am with a guy who just like, bro, the truth. My favorite quote, I made it up, so I coined it. Jokes are funny. The truth is hilarious. That's my favorite quote that I've made up of my own. And I think it's because I've never laughed harder than something I've actually witnessed or something I actually experienced because I know it's real. And I'm like, there ain't nothing funnier than something really happening. So that's kind of how I can't write a joke. It's so hard for me to make up a joke. It's so hard for me to make up a joke. Like make up out of thin air, pull a joke out.
Yeah, I'm not good at that.
Exactly.
I'm good at taking my shit.
I either experienced it, saw it, or watched people discuss it like it mattered. And then I go, all right, well, what do I think about it? So I gotta create a joke that I'm really creating a feeling from the experience.
But you know why I struggle a little bit with some of that stuff? 2 reasons. One, the stuff that I find like that I know is funny is stuff that usually irritates me so much that I have a hard time stripping the anger out of it and finding why this is funny.
Well, I think you are missing a big arc of what your persona is. You look like a guy that would spew anger.
Yeah,
so that would be part of your delivery.
Sometimes, so Tone told me this too. He said, it might have been Ron G. One of them. It was one of them, but there's 2 people that I talk to a lot about it. And they said, if you're going to be on stage coming off as like, oh, no, it was Tone. Because Tone said he talked to somebody that saw me at a show and was like, yo, I saw your man perform. He's funny as hell, but this nigga looked mean on stage the whole time. He never smiled. Like, we were sitting there like he was telling jokes, but he looked like he was pissed. And he was like, oh, I'm gonna let him know. And he was like, yo, nigga, somebody said they saw you that I'm cool with. And he's like, so you either gotta lean into that, like how Orny Adams is.
Exactly.
or you gotta be like smiling more, whatever. I'm like, all right, but not even just like so that's one part of it. And then the other part too is because like a lot of my stories, like I'll tell you a story and you're laughing. I don't know if it's you being better, him being better, or just more experienced, but you guys could see the meat in the story. And I tend to serve the whole plate.
Okay.
Here's size.
Yeah, okay.
Here's this. And you're like, no, just leave the steak on there. Get rid of the fucking cauliflower. You don't need that shit.
We out
and
here.
I have a hard time doing that because to me, something about being authentic, when I'm changing the story, I'm like, that's not true though. And I gotta remind myself, nigga, it ain't supposed to be true. It's supposed to be funny.
Here's what it is. We all out here minority reporting your shit. So we do the little screens, we throw the shit out of the way, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And it's like we pitching the story back together and all that. But really, all we're doing, bro, is the reason I say jokes are funny, the truth is hilarious, because the truth creates the scenario. It creates the realistic setup or premise. Now the rest of the audience can go, that's a believable setup. I can see how you got there. I was in a war. I was blah, blah, blah. I'm a stay-at-home dad. Whatever it is, I'm setting up a realistic scenario so now the audience can go, I'm tuned in, continue. The truth can be everything you want it to be. The joke is the exaggeration of the truth.
Yeah.
You have to create humor by making, like Dave Chappelle's funniest jokes is when he throw out something that's out of left fucking field. And then a baby was selling drugs. Yeah. And it's like, why is the joke so funny to people? Because why is a baby on the corner selling drugs? It don't fucking matter. He probably was in limo, scared as shit one night.
Yeah.
But the point is, he said, this is the truth. Where is the laugh thread for the people that are trying to get an escape? Yeah. Comedy is an escape, bro. You got to create an escape. If you tell the entire truth, it goes left. And then they're like, whoa, can we have more details about the truth now? No, they want to go, oh, God, he said something ridiculous. Now I know this is all just a big joke.
Bro, that CP is the perfect example of that, bro. Like, the shit he says, I be like, bro, what the fuck? Bro,
he is excellent at going, here's my scenario, what if? Whichever way I want to go, what if? And he paints the rest of it. But, like, that's all humor really is, bro. It's like we got to figure out, this depends on your style. Your style is, I want to talk about the realities of whatever I'm experiencing or know. That's fine. That's just the setup, though. The truth is the setup.
Yeah.
You can't make a joke out of truth without it coming off as, well, how is it a joke now then? You just told a story.
Yeah, it needs to be like the punchline needs to be.
Something has to be, there's got to be some art in there. Yeah. The art form is joke writing, right? So we're not telling the truth just to tell it. We're telling it because either we got a bigger point about the truth or about that reality, like black people can't swim or black people, blah, blah, blah. Like, the joke is making people go, oh, right. You bring them back to the humor of it all.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't think I've gotten better at joke writing from touring, right? What I've gotten better at is finding my own voice and going, I can't fake the funk forever. Like, I got to just be who I am, and this is how I talk.
Yeah.
And then I go, all right, well, if this is how I talk, what would I say next? Like, so many crowds, so many stages, so much sets that I'm like, you know what? Tonight, I'm going to just say it how I want to say it.
You know,
you just lose yourself in it.
You know what really hit me the other day when we just had a conversation. I think it was after we filmed last week. So I was thinking about it, I said, let me take the biggest moments where people are like crying, laughing, and being like, yo, he funny as hell. What am I doing in that moment to take that to the stage to, you know what I mean? Two things. One, when I make videos, there's no audience. So I'm just delivering it and I'm not waiting on
laughter.
Is this funny? Reaction, I'm just saying it with the confidence that I know it's funny. That's why I'm saying it. And because, you know, you've done it before. You could tell the same joke 100 times. You go to Charlotte, you be like, yeah, I got a white woman. They're like, and you're like, now I'm rattled. Now you start to, let me get out of this. And then it throws you off, right? So when I make the video, there's no judgment right away. I just put it out there and then I watch the comments say he's funny as hell. So that I'm like, okay, confidence. Again, we reiterate that confidence.
Yeah, I was about to say, you just told exactly what the problem was.
Is the confidence.
Is that if I would have leaned into like the villain I was, it would have been fine in North Carolina. It's the fact that I told it and then let them give me pushback. And then I was like, wait, y'all gonna talk race here? Like, I gave them the power.
Yeah.
But the way you said the way you talk in the video means you know you're not getting interrupted, you know you're not gonna get judged, blah, blah. Like, that confidence that's what the audience is expecting, just so you know. If they recognize you on stage, they go, I've seen it do online before. They want that same voracious dude on stage now.
Yeah, and when
You've
I'm with
already built a persona. You can't go run away from it now.
and when I'm with my friends and I'm doing something, I'm cracking jokes. I'm lean everything. I'm just digging for this is funny. Oh, I say this. This is funny, and they're like crying, like, "Yo, shut the fuck up, dog. I can't breathe." That's what I got to learn how to do on stage. And again, I mean, I've said this before, so I'm not gonna beat a dead horse, but I already know when I go home and do shows, my confidence is through the roof because
I don't think it's your confidence, your comfort.
yeah, but that gives me confidence because
Your comfort allows you to talk how you normally would talk. And if you talk how you normally would talk, that's funny as fuck, right?
yeah.
So then you're like,
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, it's like, oh, it's like I'm with the homies.
Facts.
Exactly. My first set back home in St. Louis, bro, in 2016, I had never headlined before. This shit's still on camera to this day. I don't know if I've had a better set for that longer time. I was on stage for 45 minutes, and I don't know if I've had a better 45-minute set. Because I knew my hometown friends was there. I knew my high school friends. I knew my neighborhood friends was there. I knew like my church. Everybody that knew me from. I said this crowd can't be against me. They want me to. The entire crowd wants me to win.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I don't give a fuck what happens tonight because it don't matter. Because so many of these niggas in this room are like, that nigga grew up on my street, dog. We some of us ain't make it off this street. And they gonna like I could feel the energy of people being excited for me as I'm walking out. And I did that 45 and was like, oh shit. I'm the next great motherfucker. Like I thought, nigga, I walked off stage cloud 9. And even niggas that was like, I don't even know you, bro, but that was a great fucking show. Like that was my first time headlining. The club was like, come back whenever. That was a great fucking set. And I always think that
This wasn't, you said 2016.
2016,
Oh,
bro.
okay, about to
2.5 years into comedy.
Yeah.
I finessed the headlining spot. And I was just like, do the show. I'm gonna go last. And I was like, bro, I hope this shit works. But the confidence and comfort I have from that set, I remember thinking to myself, like, I don't know if I've ever been more comfortable on stage to this day.
So in Pittsburgh, when I was with Tone, I don't remember what show it was. It was like maybe like Saturday, like the late show. It was towards the end of the weekend. I remember it was one of the last shows. I told this suicide joke, right?
Mm-hmm.
And in the joke, I was saying, and I don't even do this no more. I might bring it back. It's a good joke. And I said, yeah, I'm definitely bringing it back, but I'm gonna say it here.
Gotta bring back the old jokes, bro.
I said like, if your girl breaks up with you, because the joke is better, so I can give this punchline. It don't matter. I'm like basically like I'm trying to get my girl back. I'm trying everything. Nothing's working. I'm like, I'm threatening her, yada yada. I'm like, and then I'm like, you do all. I'm like, fellas, I'm trusting. If you do all that and it's not working, you got this your last resort. This is what you got to do. You pull out your phone. You go on Facebook Live. You threaten to kill yourself, and everybody's like, oh, like you're on Facebook Live. I'm gonna kill one. Like you see niggas be like, oh, I can't do this, and they bust out laughing. And some girl was like, not funny. Don't joke about suicide. Like the whole club is laughing, right? In that moment, I remember thinking, these are all my peoples that I grew up with, and who the fuck are you? Right. And I was like, who the fuck is this bitch gonna tell me I can't joke about me wanting to kill myself? Fuck out of here. And they're like, bah, they bust out laughing. And I'm like, oh, I just started roasting her. And then I was like, nah, I'm fucking with you. And just went back into the material and shit. And after the show, she was like, I'm so sorry for saying that. She was like, I just had a family member. I was like, nah, I apologize. You good? She's like, no, you were so funny. And I was like, the whole time she was like this, looking at me. And after the show, she was like, you were so, but I didn't go into that being like, oh, fuck, I fucked up. I went like, yo, y'all niggas see this? Like, imagine we had the laugh factory, somebody say something like, yo, Graham, have you heard what this fucking nigga said? Like, it was a different, it was that
balcony,
vibe.
The balcony, like, man, get that nigga, bro. You heard somebody coming from the balcony just on your side.
Yeah.
Like, man, I gotta get you, bro, because they told me to get you. So, basically, to me, what that feels like, and I can only not assume, I guess I've experienced it a few times before, that is what headlining feels like. The room is there for you, right? So,
well, exactly. When they come out, they're there for you.
With all due respect, the hardest part of this journey is getting to headlining.
Yeah, dog.
Like
all they don't give a fuck about you.
Like, bro, like when you trying to make people laugh that didn't even see your name on the fucking lineup, on the bill, you are fighting for, I know it feels like there's no pressure, but in reality there is pressure because they gotta go. I gotta sit through this for how long until the nigga I paid for it comes out? Like there is a lot of discomfort with that. There are people that are just like, I don't give a fuck about. Some people are like, I'm here with my girl. I don't give a fuck who come out. Well, who is this nigga? That I didn't even know.
Like that joke you posted when you said that dude came in like with the hat on and he was like with the Curious George hat.
Exactly.
He was like, hey, nigga, go. Matter of fact, go to this.
Yeah, like nigga just walked in 15 minutes into my fucking set and sat front row.
With
I'm
a
just
big
like,
ass hat on, just interrupting and shit.
Fuck my dreams. But like that kind of shit, bro. I don't think the job of doing a comedy set for an hour is hard. I'm not saying that's easy. I'm saying that, not that I'm not saying it's hard. I'm saying that I don't think that part is not hard. I'm saying that once you have accrued and acquired,
it's less
your
hard.
Crew, your tribe,
earn trust.
they have the trust with you to go, let's have fun for an hour. Now, I'm saying that until you build that fan base or that following, your sets are a matter of proving yourself all the time. By the time they've paid the headliner money to come see you headline, they're not paying to see if you're going to be funny. They're paying to have a good time with you.
Yeah.
Right? Because they've built the trust with you. So we are on a journey of
building trust.
Trust me, guys, it's going to be a fun time if you come watch me, if you come pay to watch me. That's what I'm building right now.
That's why when you hear these stories about like Chappelle dropping in somewhere and not getting off stage till like 4 a.m, he's like, he did a 6-hour set. And people were like, I got to go to work in 2 hours, but I'm not leaving until he gets off stage. Because he's earned the factor where people were like, I'm not leaving
is an experience
until he gets off stage.
Show. That's an experience.
I will call off work before I leave to see Chappelle.
They'll explain to their coworker, bro, I missed work yesterday because Dave Chappelle came in at 10 o'clock at night and then got off stage for 4 a.m. Who gonna leave that? Why would you leave? You
no,
gonna get to go
comedians
get pizza
ain't
with
leaving
them.
that for sure. But you know what? People to go to see a show. Imagine right now we just left Ruby Tuesdays. Everybody's going up, whatever. Let's say, oh shit, Chappelle just dropped in. Like, yo, let's stick around. And then next thing you know, you like
podcast right now to go to this. They say Dave just walked in.
If he texts us like, yo, Chappelle dropped in, I'd be like, shh. I would stop the clock and we'll come back in and then pick up like we never finished. Oh, let's edit this shit out. But that's how it is. So it's like, you know, it's building that up and then they want to listen to you and then it's like, oh shit. Like, and the perfect example, like, I mean, Dave does it good, but like Ali Sadiq, he comes out, he sits in a chair and he says, hey, and he goes crazy. Hey? I got way more heat when I first come out than don't get that kind of response because he's earned.
When you build and you got that following and that fan base, like, honestly, I like joke creating now because I know that I got to win y'all over now so much more. Like, y'all got to see my joke online and go, oh, let's watch some of this joke and see if you fun. Like, I got to win y'all over so fucking hard versus if y'all see somebody y'all know that does comedy, y'all see his joke starting, like Gary Owen or Kev. Y'all see that joke, it's 10 seconds of that joke, you're going, well, I'll watch the rest of it. I know who Kevin Hart is. I know he's funny. Like, you're going to watch the clip. But if you see stranger danger like myself starting a new
you got to come out the gate cracking.
You got to be like, and then Instagram show you the data when they like turning you off. And you be like, damn, these niggas gave me 10 seconds. They gave me 13 seconds. They gave me 50. I can see when they gave it.
The analytics, yeah.
You know, the analytics ain't shit. So it's fun trying to get y'all to stay on board.
I'm appreciating the journey more, and now I got a renewed, like a new lease on. Like now, I'm like, yo, I want to sit down, and the fact that I can put in, and I told you how I wrote my videos before, like for the shoes and the liquor and all that, and they would go crazy. It's like, yo, I don't remember the last time I put that much effort into a joke. Because I'm going on stage and being like relying on my natural
energy.
Yeah, and I'm like, that ain't gonna cut it. You need to come with
I mean your energy you put into them. That's why it's so hard to do both.
Yeah.
Like the energy you put into that online shit, I got a lot of respect for y'all, for everybody that do that shit because I know it takes a lot. Because I was trying to write jokes and do that shit, and I said I can't do both.
Yeah, bro, it's definitely hard, but I know that now that I got on the job, so, and once I created a system to allow me to be like very free throughout the week, I have no excuses now. You know what I mean? Like I'm catching back up. The back shit, I ain't gonna lie, my back being fucked up, is really threw my schedule out because I be having like appointments every fucking week. Like, but the last 2 weeks I had appointments like 3 times each week. MRIs, fucking this, physical therapy, massage.
Doctor?
Huh?
Male doctor?
Male?
Male doctor.
I ain't gonna lie, the massage dude is. And there's
massage guy's male.
Yeah, the physical therapist is a woman.
How do you lay out the massage guy?
Straight on my stomach. But here, listen. So my boy, he played in the league, right? Or used to play in the league. He sent me a video. I seen the video without like the real video, but then the one he sent me had like someone kept posting like comments, and it was 2 black dudes, like a young dude and like an older dude. They're both sweaty, greasy shirts off, and he's like doing deep tissue massage on like the back of his leg at like a football field or something. But he's like talking through it, like, yeah, you tight, huh? Yeah, work that out. And he was like, the one comment said he was like, he shook up like the lotion or whatever and was like, and it hit the back of his leg. And dude like looked back. He's like, you see his face as soon as he looked back when he skeeted that lotion on his leg, I'd have been done right then and there. But it sounded erotic as shit. Like as men, we know it's like just men giving the massage, but it definitely sounded like there's 400 pause moments in the video. And I was like, when I go to my massage dude, he cool. He don't come off like he's zesty, but he do like a curly hair. Like,
what do you wear in massage?
So the first time I went sweatpants and a t-shirt, and then he did the massage, and I was like, oh, maybe it's easier if I wear shorts. So I went the second time, and he seemed like he was struggling with the shorts, like he was putting the sheet over. So I was like, I'm gonna go back to the sweatpants. So I go to this third time, and he's like, yo, could you take those off, the sweatpants? So now I'm just in my boxers, and I'm like, all right. Dude's professional, but it's like, I don't prefer it, but.
Yo, can you take those off? What he said out loud.
Yeah.
And you complied?
Yeah, I did.
That's crazy.
Because if you know how much my back hurt, bro, you would be like, whatever to get this pain going.
What part of your back needed the pants off?
Right at my lower spine, like where my boxers go.
How would a girl describe it? You said lower spine.
The top of my butt cheeks. Yeah. So, fuck you. Right where the cup is like starts to bow out.
Lower spine, the top of the booty ass nigga. That's crazy.
So hold on, let me ask you this. I posted a video, so I got a letter right. The dude said, a girl wrote the letter. She met some dude on a dating app or whatever. Gentleman, all this, invite her to a nice restaurant. I'm assuming like some Michelin star, some 5-star shit. He's like, yo, do you want me to pick you up or would you prefer to just meet me there? She's like, no, I'll just meet you there, whatever. She shows up with 2 of her friends to the date, first date. She was like, they're for safety or whatever. So he wore a suit. She's like cracking jokes on his suit when he went to the bathroom. Ghetto bitches, right? So the waitress comes back later and was like, after he goes to the bathroom. And she said, like, we were cracking jokes on the suit. And the waitress came on and was like, is it going to be one check or separate check? She's like, oh, one check. Waitress hands her the check. She's like, why is she handing me the check? Like, the man is paying. She's like, oh, he already paid for his meal and left. What? Like, she's complaining, like, yo, you brought your friends? Like, I'm not paying for them bras or whatever. So it's divisive because people were like, that's crazy or whatever. But my man FaceTimed me and was like, yo, I got a question. He's a firefighter. So he's at the firehouse with his boys. And they having conversations like how me and you have on a pod. And he was like, his boys said, yo, FaceTime your mans and ask him, you get there, you see the 2 shorties, you're like, yo, I'm not paying for it. He's like, no. You gonna pay, but after this, we all going home with you, the 3 of us. He said, how much is the most you're willing to pay? If you know guarantee like this, you're smacking all 3 after the date. How much you paying for the dinner? What you say? I know what I said.
It's 3 chicks?
It's the chick you met on the date. She brought her 2 homegirls.
She got 2 homegirls.
And they're all going back to the spot with
cracking.
you, and you're cracking all 3. How much you paying on a date? You don't got to pay them for the box, but it's like, yo, ordering food, how much is you willing to, like, the max the bill could be to get some for them 3?
I got a range, but I cap it at 100.
Bro, what?
100 a piece.
Oh, I was about to say, bro.
Oh, yeah. So I would go 300 plus whatever I ordered if I'm fucking on.
So gratuity, tax, all that. Drinks, add it up.
400. About 400.
You gotta say
450.
5. You said 100 for all them.
100 a girl.
Plus you.
100 girl. I'm going to eat light.
There's gratuity.
I'm going to eat some asparagus.
The dude only ordered a salad and a water.
I'm about to say, I got asparagus and water. I got to fuck. I got a lot of fucking going on. So,
Cam, steak is out of the question. Steak is out of the question.
No, thank you, bitch. I'll eat asparagus and maybe some.
You gotta get salmon.
Caesar, maybe a salad.
Salmon, chili and sea bass salad.
I gotta stay lean for that. Three bitches. That's a lot of pussy. Okay, 500 for 4 people total. That's fair.
I said 1,000.
That's crazy.
Because I'm factoring in. Let's get drinks so we can go into this a little bit.
1,000. I don't think I'm fucking. Somebody gonna sneak away for 1,000.
Nah, they're going. They're with it.
I need to have value in their mind. Like, okay, he to the point. He got us a little food in our belly, a little drink in our system.
Here's why I said 1,000, because I don't want them to be like going to like suck me off, and they're like, oh, he was complaining about me ordering scallops, or when I try to get a second drink, he looked at me. Like, I want them to know that they could just be free and spend the money. So when they suck me off, they're like, yeah, he was generous. Yeah, like, I don't want them to be having like the ick a little in the back of their head. Like, I see how he looked at me when I was like, how much is the chef special? I just want them to have a good time, so they're freely throwing box.
If I'm cracking all three, you don't need to eat that much beforehand. I'm gonna get you right. I'm gonna get you right. I can already tell the old nigga in me. Hey, look at this, sweetheart. I got it. You got enough. You had enough tonight. All right. Let's get back. Put that down. Put that bread down, bitch. You getting sleepy with the bread. Like I would be in control. I would lead. What would I do? I would feed
So
them.
you're regulating what they eat, so they could be performing
I'm
at their best.
controlling everything. I'm optimizing it all. I'm keeping these bitches at optimal performance. Yeah, that's enough. Like everything's good. As I lead to where we going, I'm gonna pull over. I'm gonna grab a bottle.
Oh, I like that.
I'm gonna grab a bottle for sure. 2 bottles. One for me, one for them.
Liquor or wine?
Exactly. My bottle hard. Pause. They
Crazy.
bottle some fun shit.
Some
Moet or
zesty
something like
shit,
that.
some
Moet or some shit.
fruity shit.
Exactly. They gonna start, bitch, pour on my titties. Oh, whoa, ladies. Continue. Like, I'm gonna get them into like the playful mode while I got my hard shit, because eventually that shit gonna be gone. They're gonna be like, we all out of liquor. Like, I don't know, he ain't out of liquor. I still got this black label right here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got this shit.
You can't get a black label. You got to get something.
Fine, reposado for the hoes.
Yeah,
right?
because you know they're not gonna drink that shit.
Exactly.
When Brandy was here, she was like, "Nah, I'm cool." She took one sniff of that shit and was like, "Nah."
Nah, yeah, reposado for the hoes or whatever else they drink. And like, so, but that's the thing though, right? You gotta have both ready for them, and then juice. And then you gotta have Tostitos pizza rolls, because the bitch is gonna get randomly hungry at like 1 a.m. Like, don't worry, I got some pizza rolls for y'all.
If I already fucked, I don't care if they're hungry at that point.
I'm trying to go rotation.
You trying to run it back?
Yeah, I'm running it back. Like,
Oh, yeah,
got
yeah.
a little snacky. What else I'm gonna do it again? I gotta make sure I make this shit count. They gotta go by 3. Everybody gotta be gone by 3.
So it's funny you say that about like the pouring the champagne and shit. So one of my close friends, like this dude I got indicted with, it's ran down now, but it used to be like if you lived in Pittsburgh, this was like the place to live. It was called Washington Place or Washington Palace or some shit. It was right next to where the Penguins play, and it overlooked downtown. It was like it was like supposed to be luxury condos or whatever. So if you lived there, they'd be like, "Oh, shit, he living there," you know what I mean? And so he stayed there with his girl. It was her name, whatever. They had like a top floor joint, and she said she was going to New York. She's from Yonkers, and she said she was going back home to visit her family, whatever. But she really wasn't. She was like seeing if he was doing something. So she left because the apartment's in her name. She told the doorman, if he shows up with guests, call me, but don't tell him. Slid the doorman like a 50 piece or something. You know what I mean? All right, cool, miss, whatever. I ain't gonna say her name, but she leaves. She's right down the road at her cousin's house. He pulls up with 2 bad joints, light skin joint. You know what I'm saying? Pretty as fuck. Comes in, what's up, bro? Oh, hey, how's it going, sir? Da, da, da. As soon as he gets on the elevator, yeah, he just showed up with 2 chicks. Thanks. So he goes up to the joint. Shorty speeds back down to the building. The music is playing, it's loud. She sneaks in or whatever. These chicks is eating, like going down on each other. He's pouring rosé, like Moet all over them. There's like rose petals in the bed and shit on the mattress that they sleep on. And he got a camcorder out recording it. And she walks in and attacks him. The chicks is like, they're naked trying to cover up. Run out the house. There's Moet all on the mattress and shit. He's getting attacked and shit. He was throwing money. There's like $100 bills all over the bed. Like, look like Magic City, but in the bed that they sleep in every night.
He's like a fun guy, man.
Bro, it's my man. So he did that, and then she still stayed with him. But
of course, yeah.
But it was just crazy. Like, when you said they're pouring rosé on each other, I'm like, bro, he did that shit.
What, you've had a threesome?
I told you what happened.
Oh, okay. I mean, like,
I took the Molly because I was nervous and then I couldn't get it up.
I don't know. I haven't had a threesome, but I think I've been in 2 scenarios where I think, oh no, I was supposed to have a threesome. Like I didn't do the right thing next. And I think it's because just pure shock of the moment of being like, what are we doing here, guys? Like, okay, so I was at a bar.
Now that'll a lot of times you're thinking like this is impossible.
It's not possible.
So you don't even go for it.
But
You're
then
like you scared. What the fuck you talking about?
I was driving home and I said, oh, I think so I'm at a bar drinking with this girl. And she's like, my friend is here. Or my friend's gonna meet us here. And I was like, okay, no big deal. Everybody got friends. She brings her friend to the bar. We in this bar drinking. And it's one of those bars where I feel like nobody's there. You ever been in a bar where there's nobody's there? Just you, the DJ,
you get a drink immediately,
and like a random white guy. It's like I'm down at the end of the bar.
He's
and we just
drowning.
throwing them fucking
He's drinking
back.
his life away.
Right, exactly. So we just throwing them all back, and I'm doing that shit where I'm like, all right, we all having fun. I'm buying drinks. I'm keeping track of the budget. So I'm like, all right, we got a couple more.
$48.50.
And eventually I drink enough, and I go, I gotta pee. And everybody's laughing and kiki-kiing. Like, we all gotta pee. Ha, ha, ha. And I go to pee, and I walk through the bathroom door, and I walk into the big stall, because I like to pee in the big stalls, right? I don't know why. I just don't like people.
The wheelchair joint.
Yeah, I like people pee next to me, so I always pee in the big stalls. I'm peeing. Like, halfway through the pee, I just hear voices. Laugh, like, just talking and shit. And I'm like, I look up, and both girls are in the room, in the fucking big stall with me. While I'm peeing. I'm looking up from peeing. They both just there talking.
So you're probably a little bit tipsy, so you're like...
I'm lit as a motherfucker. But I'm like, oh, what's up? Well, I'll be peeing. And like I just pee, and I thought to myself, like, not while I'm peeing. While I'm peeing, I'm thinking to myself, like, well, I should hurry up and pee so that they can do whatever they need to do while they're in this room with me right now. And I just, I finished peeing, and they all just like follow me out of the bathroom.
Ready to go, guys?
And then like the cleaning bathroom guy, he was like sweeping it like at the side door, like, dumbass nigga, I literally was gonna let you, like, he's sweeping, looking at me like, you gonna walk out of the bathroom right now? So we all walk out, and we all just like go back to the bar, go drink, whatever, or leave. And I remember like driving home, I was like, huh, 2 girls in the bathroom with you. You think you supposed to fuck? Oh no.
So they never said like, yo, we was there, what happened?
They was like, no, they just was like, well, go ahead and pee. And I was like, go pee? Like, yeah, go pee.
All right,
I'm
so
like,
let's
they just standing there facing me as I'm like, go pee now? Like, yeah, what? I'm like, basically pull out the thing, nigga. So I'm like, I guess I'm gonna have to pull it out then. But I just started peeing. And I'm thinking to myself now, like, not now, but back then I was like, oh no, I probably could have.
So check this out. So let's say you caught on and was like, oh, you finished, you shake.
Yeah.
And then you like, here, finish shaking it for me or whatever.
Whatever, right?
And the girl come over like, she's shaking it. And immediately the blood starts flowing right to the hammer. So now it's up. She's playing with it. Y'all kissing. Long story short, you in the middle of the threesome.
Yeah.
Janitor cuz comes in and he's just like propped up on the thing like, yeah. But he's like, yeah.
Watching?
Yeah, pick her leg up. What you doing?
You're not gonna talk me through it, first of all.
Yeah. He's talking you through it. He's like, yeah, smack her ass. Like, he's getting through.
Espanol, first of all.
Hey, asito.
I'm not helping a nigga narrate me to some ass.
But he's like, you see his hand like in his pocket like this.
No, thank you.
He's like this.
No, thank
Yeah, smack her ass.
Bro, I didn't realize how easy it was to have public sex.
Liquor makes everything better, dog.
True, being oblivious is a gift and a curse, because you really could just be in your own little world doing some wild shit and being like, well, come on, man, we was drunk.
I seen Spank said that probably only 8 times in his whole entire life he had sex sober.
That's believable.
And he said he was married. that makes it way worse. You're married, he's married for a while, and only 8 times your whole life you had sex sober?
Sober sex is weird. You hear everything. And
sober sex gotta be that, you gotta be dumb comfortable with the chick.
That's like 5 p.m. sex. Or
like if I wake up and I'm on like full wood and then I'm with my like wifey's in the bed and I'm like, oh, come here. Like, that's sober sex, you know what I mean? But you know you're in and out like a robbery.
Yeah.
But that have fun, lick my ass, all that. I mean, I never did that, but just, the shit that...
I'm sure, right.
The shit that people be saying when they, like, that's drunk sex. That's the only where that comes from.
Drunk sex always seems fun. Well, drunk sex is fun for 2 reasons for a guy, because usually if you're drunker, it probably lasts longer.
Oh, facts.
So that's the other reason why guys are like, oh, drunk sex is the fucking best, because I can go for 7 minutes now instead of 4. Man, I give you 2 songs.
2 songs, or one. You get 2 modern songs, or one
Luther
Marvin
Vandross.
Gaye.
A chair is still a chair. Like, oh,
bro,
man, you go to the 3rd verse.
I got a whole like old school R&B like.
Bro, I used to fuck too.
Luther, Al Green.
Ozzy Brothers songs be like 6 minutes long.
Bro, swear to God, dog. Fire and Desire is like 7 minutes
Bro,
and
I
40
will
seconds.
fuck the shit out of you to 280 songs.
That's 15 minutes, bro.
Exactly.
That's a session.
That's a quickie.
I remember when I worked at this one job, my man, he's a little bit older than me. He was saying like, yo, we was having these guy conversations. He was like, how long is like long enough to fuck? And when you really, I was like, oh, like I be trying to do like 2 hours. He was like, bro, what? Hell nah. I'm in and out in 20 minutes. He's like, 20 minutes for me is like a marathon.
Bro, most girls ain't trying to go for an hour. That's
I was
crazy.
like, nah, bro. Like, what are you talking about? I remember him saying, you'll see when you get older. Now, I remember him not being that much older than me. Like, he might have been like 5 or 6 years older than me. So it wasn't like, a crazy difference, but I still was young. I remember 2016, I was single, and like my money was up. So all the bras that I thought was like hard to get, what happened was my girl was like advertising all the stuff I was doing for her. So she was like promoting me to other bitches.
Oh, building your business brand.
So when we broke up, they was like, oh shit. And I remember one girl telling a friend of mine, she didn't know we were friends. She was like, oh, I'm about to see what's up with White Mike, because if he'll do all that for that bitch, she's basic as hell. They looked at my girl like, they thought like, if he's willing to do all that for someone who's basic, imagine what they'll do for me. And I'm thinking like, I don't do stuff based on your looks. I'm doing it based on like,
I'm just a nasty nigga.
Like, no, but I'm saying like, if you were my girl, it's like, I love you, you raised my kids. Like, that's why you're getting the princess treatment, not because you're a baddie, bitch. I don't care about that. So they were mistaken at thinking like, if he's doing it for her, which they looked at her as like average, I can only imagine what he'll do for me. So now they're like sinking their teeth in me, but I'm like, nah, you ain't getting shit. So I'm running through joints. And I remember this white girl was only the second white girl I ever had sex with. We went and got drinks at a bar right around the corner of my crib. One of them joints you just explained. It's like 3 people in there. Drinks is dumb cheap. I think my bill was like $42. And we was lit. She's like, let's go back to your house. I'm like, bet. Take her back. And she's like a BBW white chick. Thick. Gets back to the crib, whatever. We start talking. We talk about like 4 minutes. Next thing you know, just clapping cheeks. I don't know if it was the liquor or if it was the fact that like I'm not really turned on like by white chicks like that. I was just lasting mad long. I definitely busted like in like 40 minutes, the first one. But I was like, yo, let's keep going. Because I was just like, I'm going. She's like, you sure? I'm like, yeah. She's like, all right. But I'm not even lying. I'm not exaggerating. Like, that's the last time I remember. Like, there might have been some time after that, but I remember that one. We fucked for like 4 hours, 4.5 hours.
Dude.
And she was like, bro, hurry up. And I was like, shut up. I wish I would fuck somebody for 4 hours now.
First girl I fucked in Indiana was white, ironically. And I fucked her for the entire Blue Stars Pretty Ricky album. Like the first track started, I started fucking somewhere in between that first track. I heard that song come back on, and I was like,
how long was that album?
Like 40-something minutes,
Let me see. I'm going to Google it while
it
you tell the story.
Back, and I was like, I got to finish this. I remember I called my brother immediately after and said, dog, I just fucked her for the whole album. And I remember, was like, brother, I'll be back. And I was like, what was that? Like, bro, it was crazy. She ever see this shit? Yes, you. But it was insane. I was like, the whole Blue Stars album?
Let me see.
Grind on me. Bro, that shit was crazy.
People your age, like your exact age, that was like, 59 minutes and 12 seconds.
That's crazy. And I will say this into the camera as well. I've never beat it.
Yeah, it's hard.
Nigga, that was my plateau. I plateaued that day with that girl. And it was a hell of a first impression because her friend came back to me the next day and was like, BJ. They used to call me BJ back then. BJ, I heard you.
What is BJ? Where the fuck you get that?
Big John.
Oh, wow, I wish
This is the first time in middle school, bro.
This is the first time on this podcast that I've regret asking a question immediately after I got the answer.
So it started in middle school. Some dude across the street from me used to call me Big John, like somebody's dad. What's up, Big John?
That's some Midwest shit.
That was smart, I guess. He's like, this little nigga's smart, got a big brain. Like, he always talking like adults. So he called me Big John. So I was going into my 7th grade year. So I got to middle school and I was just like, oh, y'all can just call me BJ. And everybody's like, all right, BJ. And then got that, took it. Middle school, crushed it. BJ was solid. Everybody, no problems. I switched districts for high school and was like, damn, can I
That was that D-Sec shit.
Yeah, I was like, can I bring this BJ shit to this high school shit? I was like, I don't know if I can pull it off. But for a little bit of time. But for some reason, when I got to Purdue and got to Indiana, I was like, they'll go for that shit. This new job I got. So it was my new job at Walmart. So like, just call me BJ. Okay, boom, BJ at Walmart. My little name tag said BJ, everything said BJ. And so the white girls, they was like, oh, BJ, can we come over to your house and drink? I'm like, yeah, sure. Smack. Next day, BJ, we heard about you. I was like, she told y'all that fast?
Damn.
Bro, and I was like, that was first and only white girl.
Bro, when I was home a couple years ago,
later.
I was like super depressed, going through mad shit, right? Not even really depressed, just like life beat my ass. And there was a girl I used to flirt with a lot, right? Bigger girl, you know what I'm saying? Definitely overweight, you know what I'm saying? But not like nasty, like everything on her, big ass, everything, titties, all that.
Yeah.
And the face is pretty. So it was like the first day I was home, I hit her up and was like, yo, I want to come see you. I just want somebody to just chill with. She was like, no. I was like, oh, I don't know. I was like, yo, let's do ecstasy together. She was like, nah, I don't want to do that. Like, I'll have something to drink, but you can. I was like, all right, fuck it. So I went over there. I was like, I'm going to stay tonight, though, because once I do this, I'm not driving. She said, no, that's cool. Take the ecstasy. We're watching a movie. I don't even remember what we was watching, whatever, but we go into the bed and we start to fuck. And she got her ass is like, wiggle.
And
like,
you on ecstasy?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And so I'm like, I know I'm never going to bust. Like, this is going to take forever, right? So I'm hitting her from the back, and she's quiet at first, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, cool, I'm hitting her and shit. And I'm like, yeah, you like that shit, spread her ass. And she was like, you know what? She like moved my hand away, right? So
her ass.
I was trying to like get the full, you know what I'm saying? Like when you spread the cheeks so you can go straight in. I was trying to do that, right? She was like, she pushed my, she's a bigger girl, so she's like muscle my wrist away so I don't got nowhere to hold.
Don't spread my ass, basically.
Huh?
Don't spread my ass.
No, like move my hands. And she was like, just like stand still. So we're in doggy style. So I got my knees placed and I'm like this and she's throwing it back and it's woo. And I'm like, oh shit. She was like, yeah, you can't handle this ass nigga. You was talking all that shit.
Nigga.
I was like, she's, yo, and somebody asked us, when I did this Quake House, they said like, what's the thing that a girl could do to make you be like, just, and I was like, oh, you talk dirty. So she was like, yeah, come at me, nigga. You can't handle all this ass. You feel that? I was like, and she was throwing it back, and I remember just clapping, and I just bust, right? And I was trying to go again, but I was like cooked. I was a little bit drunk. I was on the ecstasy. I was sweating. I was like, I'm going to bed. She was like, all right, yeah, I knew you couldn't handle this. I remember her saying that, and I just dozed off. When I woke up in the morning, the shit wore off a little bit, but still enough to where it's like the equivalent of being drunk, where you could last longer. And I was like, she's like, you ready to go? I was like, let's get in the shower. She's like, all right, we get in the shower, whatever. We come out. I smack her on the ass. She's like, no, you already know what happened last night, talking shit. And I'm like, what? Come here. On the couch in the living room. Then we got on the floor. I wore her motherfucking ass out. I got done, bro. I stood up. I felt like I was like 6'8", just standing over her. She was just like, I was like, yeah, he was talking all that. I started getting in my bag and shit. I knew I could never do that again because I was like coming off of the ecstasy.
Oh, yeah.
When I came on the next time, she was like, oh, you're home? I was like, I gotta go. I'm busy. Like,
Bro,
I know I can't do that shit again.
Ecstasy or Molly will make you a fucking horse. You'll do things you didn't believe you could do. And it really is a cheat code. And I don't want to do it anymore because it's like that's a false sense of
security.
No guarantee. Like that nigga that you fucked that day, he's not coming back.
Oh yeah.
I can assure you.
That can't be your interview.
Exactly. That's a bad first impression.
That's a vacation.
That's a guy you never see again. Don't ever. I guarantee you can call me back 100 times. I will not be that.
He's on the milk carton from now on. Have you seen BJ? No, nigga.
Oh yeah. Way longer last time. Oh yeah. I gotta go. I got somewhere to be in like 3 minutes. So, no, I'm gonna tell you a lie. No, Molly and ecstasy. Molly had me freaking on a wall in Vegas, bro. Molly, I was just rubbing a wall.
I remember you said that a couple episodes.
Never forget it, bro.
Molly, I can't get it up, but ecstasy, I can. And I can take you. I'll push you through the mattress on ecstasy.
That's what I did in Vegas. I threw that shit in the water, and nigga, the bouncer was like, nigga, you ain't even in the club yet. stop freaking on the wall. I was
Oh,
like,
yeah, you was
oh, my
bugging
bad.
out.
This wall fire. And they were like, we're not gonna let y'all in if you keep doing that. And I was
They're like, yo, stop, nigga.
I'm sorry. I'll stop. But no, bro. That shit was so strong. My girl, we was in Vegas with her friends. We partied all night. At the end of the night, we in the fucking restaurant at the Vegas, like we call that area, dining court area. And I'm sitting next to my girl, right? And we all drinking, blah, 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 or like post-drunk party pizza eating.
Yeah.
I'm talking to her. And you know, the Molly got us all like social. We like, I love you, I love you. And I'm like,
Let me suck a titty.
like, I'm talking shit, right? But my arm was being rubbed. I'm like, oh, you trying to play right now. And I look down at her, and both her arms are in her lap. And I'm like, what the fuck, bro? Her best friend is rubbing my arm, just out of it, just like.
Your girl don't see it? Or
No,
she's not saying that?
When I look, we both noticed at the same time. I thought she I'm like, yeah.
Oh, yeah, you want this dick now, huh?
Hey, and so my girl like, hey, bitch. And she like, oh, I didn't know that was his arm. And I was like, oh, this Molly got everybody tripping, bro. But we was laughing so
Look
hard.
at your girl like, but is she, you
I was
want
like,
to?
no.
Yeah.
I was like, no.
Because that's her friend.
Her friend
Oh,
also,
yeah.
we also just never gotten along. That's how I knew the drugs. Like, we couldn't
Oh,
see
you
each
don't even
other
like her.
for life. We just
Oh,
always
yeah,
have been
fuck
like,
that bitch.
oh, fuck you too. All right, Merry Christmas. But like, that's why I was like, I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm like, oh, she gotta be high. And she thought I was the nigga next to her. But it was just so, we laughed so hard. My girl, we laughed. I was just like, that's how strong the Molly was. And she forgot who I was for a second. Like,
That's crazy.
drugs are crazy, bro.
But again, man, this has been another amazing episode. This is the 50th episode.
5-0.
50. They say most successful podcasts, well, all the successful podcasts have to make it past 42 episodes. It's some statistic that they say once you make it past 42 episodes, you're more likely to succeed than anybody else, because most people quit. We're at 50. So shout out to another 50. We're chasing 100 more. We almost have 500 subscribers. I know that sounds like ass, but we appreciate the 470 some people that have tuned in so far. You are appreciated. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, share the video, leave a comment. Do what you got to do to promote the channel. We appreciate it. I am your host, comedian Mike Murphy. I'm here with my man, 100 Grand.
John Grimes.
We'll see y'all next week.